Good evening. How are you doing? I hope everything's doing fine. Let's start with today's class. The day of today, we're going to practice some. We're going to do an exercise that we have to practice usually whenever we are in this intermediate level, which is to practice how to write a paragraph and then to speak about the paragraph that I wrote. That practice is very important whenever you are in an intermediate level because it's usually what in tests, even in TOEFL and in those type of international evaluations, they will require. So they will require that you will be able to write something clear and then to speak about what you wrote also in a clear way. So for that, we're going to today we're going to learn some principles, and we're going to practice also on writing a paragraph and then to speak about the paragraph that we wrote. Okay, that is I really recommend you to do these practices at home if you want to continue developing more and more your English, because it's a very effective technique. So let's start. We're going to start working on that, but first of all, let's start working on the following video. We're going to watch it. You have to take notes, and then you have to make like a mind map or something similar because we're going to speak about that. Okay? Just take notes, and then you're going to tell me what that paragraph, what this video was about and what these people are trying to let us know. Okay, so let's start. Get ready for taking notes. And here we go.
Welcome to my class. In this video, you will learn how to write a paragraph. Well, if you know how to write a sentence, then you will definitely write a paragraph because it's a group of sentences that are related to one main idea and are connected to each other. So, are you ready? Let's get started. A paragraph should have at least 5 sentences, 1 topic sentence, 3 supporting sentences, and 1 concluding sentence. The first step is to brainstorm your ideas in order to write a good paragraph. Write the general topic or the main idea. This is what your paragraph will be about. For example, friends, why people lie, celebrities, playing outside. Now use the main idea to create the topic sentence. The topic sentence typically identifies the main idea. It tells the reader what you will be discussing in the paragraph. Good friends are very important in our lives. People lie for several reasons. Being a celebrity can be difficult. Playing outside has many benefits. Now you have to write the supporting sentences. These are the sentences that give more information about the topic sentence. Every sentence should support the topic sentence. It should provide further details or ideas. And if any sentence cannot be related to the topic sentence, just exclude it. Playing outside has many benefits. Well, it gives you sun exposure. Active games gets you moving and benefit your physical health. Playing or running around can help relieve build-up stress and frustration. A concluding sentence signals the end of a paragraph by restating the topic sentence and summarizing the main points. And remember, do not add any new details in the concluding sentence. And you can always end your paragraph with a personal connection like your opinion or feelings. This is my concluding sentence. Playing outdoors makes you happier, or anyone can benefit from outdoor activity. Well, now it is the second step. You have to write the first draft. Leave an indent Indents are moving the first line of a paragraph to the right and creating a space. A paragraph typically starts with a topic sentence, and the rest of the paragraph provides details to support and develop the topic sentence. So you're going to write the supporting sentences. Link each sentence with transition words. Transition words form a bridge between the sentences. So I'm going to use here first, second, and lastly. You can use examples or facts to support your topic sentence. So you can use anything that is relevant. For example, playing outside gives you sun exposure, which is proven to cure seasonal depression. Playing active games, such as basketball. And now you can start your concluding sentence with words like finally, in conclusion, to summarize, in summary, as a result. The third step is to edit your paragraph. Look for any grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes. Make sure you capitalized all proper nouns and that you started your sentence with capital letters and ended them with the right punctuation marks. And the last step is to write your paragraph. And guess what? We did it! Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next videos.
All right, now we're going to watch it again, but this time I'm gonna send to you the link of the video if you want to watch it on your own way in order you to start getting more information. The video is just on the call, on the chat of this call. I'm also sending the link on our WhatsApp group. All right, we're gonna watch it again in here. And then you're going to have like 3 more minutes for like getting more information, more specific information. You have to create a mind map about that video. So trying to summarize that information you have there, and you have to take a picture of it and send it to Telegram. In order, then we're going to speak about that. Okay? Do you have any question before we start? Awesome. Let's start watching again. Start watching also you. And when the moment in which this ends, you're going to have between 3 and 4 minutes to create your mind map and send it to Telegram. So let's do it again. And we're going to listen and watch it again, that video. And then you have to prepare your mind maps. Give me just a moment. Here we go.
Hi everyone and welcome to my class. In this video, you will learn how to write a paragraph. Well, if you know how to write a sentence, then you will definitely write a paragraph because it's a group of sentences that are related to one main idea and are connected to each other. So, are you ready? Let's get started. A paragraph should have at least 5 sentences. 1 topic sentence, 3 supporting sentences, and 1 concluding sentence. The first step is to brainstorm your ideas in order to write a good paragraph. Write the general topic or the main idea. This is what your paragraph will be about. For example, friends, why people lie, celebrities, playing outside. Now use the main idea to create the topic sentence. The topic sentence typically identifies the main idea. It tells the reader what you will be discussing in the paragraph. Good friends are very important in our lives. People lie for several reasons. Being a celebrity can be difficult. Playing outside has many benefits. Now you have to write the supporting sentences. These are the sentences that give more information about the topic sentence. Every sentence should support the topic sentence. It should provide further details or ideas. And if any sentence cannot be related to the topic sentence, just exclude it. Playing outside has many benefits. Well, it gives you sun exposure. Active games gets you moving. and benefit your physical health. Playing or running around can help relieve buildup stress and frustration. A concluding sentence signals the end of a paragraph by restating the topic sentence and summarizing the main points. And remember, do not add any new details in the concluding sentence. And you can always end your paragraph with a personal connection like your opinion or feelings. This is my concluding sentence. Playing outdoors makes you happier, or anyone can benefit from outdoor activity. Well, now it is the second step. You have to write the first draft. Leave an indent. Indents are moving the first line of a paragraph to the right and creating a space. A paragraph typically starts with a topic sentence, and the rest of the paragraph provides details to support and develop the topic sentence. So you're going to write the supporting sentences. Link each sentence with transition words. Transition words form a bridge between the sentences. So I'm going to use here first, second, and lastly. You can use examples or facts to support your topic sentence. So you can use anything that is relevant. For example, playing outside gives you sun exposure, which is proven to cure seasonal depression. Playing active games, such as basketball. And now you can start your concluding sentence with words like finally, in conclusion, to summarize, in summary, as a result. The third step is to edit your paragraph. Look for any grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes. Make sure you capitalized all proper nouns and that you started your sentence with capital letters and ended them with the right punctuation marks. And the last step is to write your paragraph. And guess what? We did it! Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next videos.
Okay, have more 4 more minutes for doing your mind map. Meanwhile, you are working on that. I'm gonna be developing the information of this video, and perhaps you can get more information from my explanation, and you would like to include it on your mind maps. Okay. I really recommend you this video because it describes, I guess, in a very didactic way, the process of writing a paragraph, which is as simple as that, you know. Something very important we're going to be checking the video so in order to see is that whenever we have to write a paragraph, okay, the most important thing in a paragraph are sentences. Okay, so it means that whenever we write a paragraph, we are going to, let's say, compound the paragraph of sentences. A paragraph will be compounded by sentences. In fact, and that's true, it is recommended that we have a main sentence, which is the like that thing rounded that you have in the middle. That is the main sentence, and then you have other like 4 other sentences that they will speak about the main sentence. So it's recommendable we to have in a paragraph a 5 sentence paragraph. That is like the standard paragraph. Even most of the people recommend that a paragraph should have not more than 5 or 6 lines, which is about 5 or 6 sentences, which is the standard. If you make a paragraph that has more than 6 sentences, usually um is not, well, it is not correct because it tends to make the text too dense in the moment you start reading, and the reader will not understand what you wrote. So it's there. And usually all of the sentence, and that's something very important. Whenever you write, all of the sentences you write in the paragraph that you will include on your paragraph will speak about the same, the main idea, which is the central in the graphic is the central yellow rounded thing you have there, and this is the complete. This is like the complete graphic. That's the main idea, and you have the sentences that go exactly like in that way. The information just speak about the same thing, which is the main idea. All right. The idea, these techniques that we are learning in this video, they help us to uh, to learn how to write a paragraph by in a very didactic way by using grammar, let's say. So your 5 sentences. Now, what is a sentence? A sentence is subject, verb, complement. That's a sentence. Okay. And whenever we write, uh, let's say, a paragraph, we need to have a topic sentence. Now, let me explain you this better. I will be back to here. The main idea is that semantic part of the paragraph that involves, let's say, what you are speaking about. Okay, this is the main idea, what you are speaking about. And whenever you start writing about what you are speaking about, that idea will be represented by the topic sentence. This topic sentence is the, grammatically speaking, is the sentence that will content the main idea. This main idea grammatically will be content in the topic sentence. So the topic sentence must display, must show up, let's say, the main idea you are expressing. Okay? It's very important. Now, and what is the main idea? Is what you want to speak about. Remember, a paragraph is not other thing that it's a conversation between the writer and the reader. The reader reads what the writer writes. So the the very basic principle whenever you write is that you have to write for someone that is going to read what you wrote. Okay, so you have to think about that whenever you're writing. That's something very, very important in any type, in any language, not only in English, Spanish, Arabian, any type of language. Whenever you write, you always need to think on the writer, and you have to make that correlation. And in the grammatical part, we need to establish in this topic sentence. Now, grammatically, what is a topic sentence? Sorry, a sentence is a subject verb complement. That what have we have been learning, and that is the main topic. Then, whenever you establish your main topic, which is the main idea, you have to support your main idea, because if you don't support your your main idea, is like without meaning. Okay, because always whenever you purpose something, you have to say why. For example, if I say, hey guys, let's eat some pizza, and then they will instantly ask me, but why? Because it's 7 p.m. and we are hungry, and perhaps we're going perhaps we need to work later, and it's better if we can eat something before. I'm supporting my idea that it's let's eat a pizza, because if not, they will need to ask why, in order that that the reader that you are writing for is not going to ask you why, because it's not possible. It's not possible for the reader to ask you why, because the channel, now the channel is written. Unless you are in WhatsApp, then it's impossible that you can interact with the reader. So that's why you have to write supporting sentences, at least uh, three supporting sentences. Okay, so three reasons why the existence of the topic sentence you're writing. And then we need one final sentence, which is the concluding sentence, which is the closure sentence. And this occurs in any type of paragraph that you need to write. Okay, and here we have some very nice examples in this video. I guess it's this part. Now look at here. Okay, the topic sentence, for example, in this main idea is okay, look, this is the main idea. Usually a main idea is an opinion, is usually it is an opinion, a main idea, because that is the purpose why you are writing for, or usually it's an invitation or something like that. But look at there, it's, and usually the main idea is a fact. Always it is a fact, could be a present fact, a past fact, or a future fact, doesn't matter. And then you say good friends are very important in our lives. What is that? It's an opinion, it's a fact. It's opinion of someone, but at the same time it is a fact. It's like we should eat a pizza now. It's the same. Or you can say the car is red. Also, that's a fact. All right, and that is a main idea. But usually, main ideas are like opinions, right? That shape is important. Then another example. People lie for several reasons. This is another example of main idea. It's an opinion, it's a fact. Lying is a phenomenon in our language. We are the only and unique animals in the whole world that lies. All right, the rest of the animals, they don't do that. At least we can see that they don't do that, but we do. So in that case, that it's a that's an idea, and you can say people lie for several reasons. Another, if you want, if you remember philosophy, propositions. Do you remember? Not prepositions. I'm saying propositions with O. Propositions. This is a proposition. Being a celebrity can be difficult. In fact, any sentence is a proposition because they are ideas. All right. Being a celebrity can be difficult. Playing outside has many benefits. That's another idea, right? Now, once you established your main idea, then we will have the supporting ones, the three. So why, the supporting sentences, they answer to the question why playing outside has many benefits. So why? Because you are Remember that whenever you write a paragraph is for convincing to the reader. So how you are going to convince to the reader about your topic? Your topic says playing outside has many benefits. So why you can say, all right. So for example, in each one you are supposed to say some specific benefits. I don't know. Um, it is helpful for imagination if you are outside. Playing outside also is benefit because uh, you feel relaxed, and it's really a good idea to do that because it is healthy. Three reasons, three sentences, and they were your topic ones. Here we have some examples. It gives you sun exposure. I don't know what is that. All right, it's there. Active games get you moving and will benefit your physical health. Look at that. At them, they are simple sentences. Playing or running around can help relieve, build up stress and frustration. So look that they are reasons. Always you write reasons in that part. And then we need a concluding sentence. What is that? Um, okay, so that this part, look at what we have there on the subtitles. It says in the concluding sentence, we never have to add details, never. Remember when you used to write essays, in the concluding paragraph, you don't write details. Remember when you were writing a scientific article, in the conclusion, you don't write details. Remember your thesis project, in the conclusion, you don't write details, right? What you write conclusion, something that conclude. Okay, and there we have an example. A concluding a concluding sentence or a conclusion paragraph, but always they must be short and concrete. Like this sentence, playing in conclusion, playing outdoors makes you happier. All right, and just like that. And then the only thing you do is to do this. Once you have those five sentences written, you simply copy them in this order, right? The main idea at the very beginning. The main idea always at the very beginning, except in an essay, because in an essay it is something special. All right, we're gonna learn that on the last level of this program, how to write essays. Okay, but for any other type of paragraph is at the very beginning. At the very beginning, you start with the main idea. Then you will have the three reasons you exposed: one, two, three. And it's recommendable you use some sequence words like first, second, third, fourth, lastly, etc. Okay, you can give more details. It's not only three. If you can give more, no problem, but the most recommendable is like three. Okay, if you can give four, it's okay, but this is the recommendable. And then finally, you know, you use a marker for finishing. Could be something that could involve the word in summary, in conclusion, at last, summing up, etc. Okay, in a moment I will give you a list of markers, okay, that we usually use whenever we write these things. And look, you simply write your final sentence, which is the concluding sentence, and that is a paragraph. This is a correct paragraph. Okay, look that whenever sometimes when our teachers usually they request, hey guys, write a paragraph about, I don't know, something, be sure that you do all of these steps because this is the correct. Usually, in my experience as a teacher, whenever a student doesn't know this, they usually don't write the main idea. They write usually the conclusion directly, or just some of the development sentences that are in the middle. But usually they forget to write the main sentence, which is at the beginning, or this one they write it at the end, or really in the middle, that is not possible to understand. It's recommendable that you use this type of paragraph. This is the correct in English, and to do this ending, all right, it's in here. What we call in Spanish sangria. The use of that is up to you. Not in all of the cases. It's recommendable. Is recommendable always or whenever your teacher requests. All right, you have to use an ending. You use there. Okay, sangria. If not, if you want to start at the very beginning, doesn't matter. Nowadays, in the freestyle of paragraphing, you just simply can start without the space there at the beginning, just directly. Okay, so if some of the information that you listen in this explanation is helpful for you, include it on your mind map that we are developing about this the video that we have already checked. And do you have any question? All right. So now please have uh, 3 more minutes for you to complete your mind maps and send the pictures of them to Telegram, just in order to see that you are working on the video, especially. Okay, and get this video in a very safe place because it's very very didactic, as you could see, regarding especially on how to write a paragraph. By the way, just in case, these rules are the same for Spanish. If you need to write a paragraph in Spanish, you have to follow like the same rules. Main idea at the beginning, then the development sentences, and finally the concluding one. All right, it's the same in Spanish. Cool. 3 more minutes, please. We're waiting your mind maps about paragraphs, and in a moment we're gonna start writing paragraphs. So get ready. 3 minutes, please. Thank you so much for your mind maps. They are great. I'm just checking in this moment. Please also the rest go and check the maps that your partners sent to our group. They are good. They're really, really good for understanding compared with the ones that you are doing too. It's that's the idea, comparing help us to learn. Okay, it's a technique. Cool. Please continue sending your mind maps. We're waiting for them. Now let's continue practicing, because the time. Now, next step. Next step is the following. Just a moment. Um, Something in my experience as a teacher, whenever students are writing paragraphs, they have a problem that is very, very, very recurrent. And everybody has that problem. I used to have it. I have it sometimes, but it's difficult to stop doing that. But now we're going to speak about it. It's that problem is that usually students they start writing something with a topic sentence, but at the end of the same paragraph they have another idea. It's like they started speaking or talking or writing about I don't know, science, and in the concluding sentence they have something about soccer. So things like that occur, all right, that you're writing, you started with a topic, and meanwhile you're writing, you start speaking about something else, and usually things that they are not that we are not speaking about in the text, that in teachers call deviation. The idea whenever we write is not to have deviations. In Spanish, desviaciones. We don't have to have deviations, all right, whenever we write. And how we do that, it's not difficult. Let me show you how. It's really easy, in fact. Just we have to have in mind something. One thing, whenever we are writing, we are dealing with a communicative piece. All right, it's something that it's communication. Remember, we are the only animals in the world that can use a language, a written language. The rest of the animals they communicate by using languages, ways of communication, but they don't use a written language. We are the unique. I Let's say that we could develop something written. So that's why in if you analyze the Egyptian people, if you analyze Maya people, Maya culture, even Tiwanaku culture, which is just near to La Paz city, or any other culture that could develop a written language, even they, whenever they were writing, they always were thinking about the reader. So how the reader is going to understand what I'm writing, and that's very important. Okay, so that's why in order not to have deviations, it's important. It's very important to understand that the especially paragraphs will be let's say three types of. We're going to have like Joanna, do you have any question? No? All right, I guess that. Okay, so whenever we're writing, remember that paragraphs, we're going to have three types of paragraphs. Let's say this is a general classification. Authors, they usually have really big classifications. In fact, they are only like three. The first type and the most important is the informative paragraph. The second type is expressive paragraph. And the third type will be cause and effect paragraph. Okay, these are, let's say, the most general classification, because then we're going to see during this program that we're going to learn other specific ones. For example, whenever we read an essay, we will have five specific type of paragraphs that they are different from these ones. Okay, but in the rest of the texts, we're going to usually have these types. Now, what is an informative? Is whenever the writer, in this case, the writer, is trying what? Is trying to inform about something. For example, if you write an article, a newspaper article, that is an informative paragraph, because the writer wants to inform something. They inform about economy, about arts, about society, about science, etc. But that's why we have the scientific article. That is another type of article in which the writer wants to inform about something really, really scientific. Nowadays, for example, because COVID pandemics, we have the several, a lot, millions, I guess, of scientific articles that they they talk about COVID, for example, because they are informing researches that doctors do around the world, and they write these articles. So in that case, for example, they are informing. Okay, at the university, this is the unique, the most common, and in most of the cases, the unique type of paragraph that you write at the university. Okay, expressive paragraph is whenever the writer wants to express, but express what? Express a feeling. Okay, so for example, especially the second one involves literature, because if you study literature, you will see that you are not gonna only have these three types of paragraphs. You're gonna have oof, lots and lots, because in literature, because literature is an art, you cannot use simply grammar. Even grammar is not valid in literature. That's why what is really valid is the type of paragraphs they usually write, that they are very, very artistic and exotic. That's why linguistics doesn't have to do nothing with literature. All right, that's why, because they usually have this type of expressive ones, like novels, short stories, poems, so on, songs. Okay, songs with letters. Oh, sorry, song with lyrics. Okay, those songs will be like expressive paragraphs. And the third one is a very let's say common paragraph, type of paragraph, in which what happens, cause and effect. In this type of paragraph, the author wants to show, sorry, let's use the, yes, show up a correlation, a type of correlation. That's why this third type of paragraph is really common if you are describing something that is scientific, but also it could be common in other contexts. But the most common use is essentially science. When you are writing a scientific paragraph, a thesis, or an academic essay, you are going to use mostly cause and effect paragraphs, because you're going to show first the cause of something, and then you're going to describe the effect of that cause. And that is what you write in the paragraph and in this type of paragraphs. Okay, in this module, we're going to study the first type of paragraph, which is the informative one. Okay, which is the most common. The one that we are learning how to write is the informative one. In the informative one, the structure usually is main idea at the beginning, and the development sentences, let's say. Uh, and here they say topic sentence, right? The topic sentence at the beginning. Uh, yes, then the development, and finally you have the conclusion. That is the structure of a informative paragraph. Usually it is like that. For example, if you're writing, whenever you have to write something and inform for the university, use this structure and you will never have problems with your professors, for sure. Usually professors, what they observe is that the paragraph don't have a main idea. Usually that is the most, or the main idea is at the end or just here at the middle. Always it must be at the beginning, always. And then you come with the development and then the conclusion. All of the professors at the university in any subject, not only in linguistics, usually check that part because that is what you learn at the university, right? And that's why this is the most important, the type of paragraph we're going to study. TOEFL looks for that type of paragraph, not for the second one, because the second one is literature. It's an art. That's why you have a department at UMSA University, for example. If you want to study literature, there you're going to learn that. That is another word. Okay, we're not going to speak about that. We're going to speak about the first one and the third one too. But this we're going to check it when just at the last level in which we're going to practice with essays. This is mostly for essays. Okay, cause and effect. All right. So now let's start writing. So remember that what you have to look on what you write is to inform. So you have to look for informing about something to the reader. Okay, that is what you are trying to do in this type of paragraph. You start with a topic sentence, then 3 development sentences, and then we need 1 conclusion sentence. Like in the example, as the one that we have already checked. Okay, now we're going to start practicing. Just a moment. Okay. All right. Do you have any question till here? Any question? Any? Oh man, look at those mind maps. Really, really good. Amazing. Guys, check those mind maps. They will help you a lot. Great. Any question? Great. So now we're going to start practicing. We're going to write, because the time, I guess we're going to write 1 paragraph. I don't think we're going to do a second paragraph because the time. Abraham says there are specific words. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was supposed to send you. Yeah, give me just a moment. Linkers, linking words. Yes, the words that we use for connecting these sentences, they are called linking words or discourse markers. Just a moment, I'm going to send you. Okay, just on our group on WhatsApp, you will receive, it is just charging a list of discourse markers. They are the connectors that you have to write between sentences and use any of them. Okay, if you can find another list, doesn't matter. They are the most common usually. Okay, it depends on the classification you have, and just you have to use the one that you prefer and to connect. Mostly, the it's really common to start using this sequencing words like first, second, third, finally, next, etc. Okay. All right. Any question? Cool. Okay. Now let's start working. We are going now to listen an audio. You are going to listen an audio, and then you have to write your opinion. What's your opinion about this audio? You have to write a paragraph about this using this format, the one that we are checking today. Let me first send you the audio. I am sending to Telegram. And you have to write a paragraph with your opinion, okay? Just there on Telegram. Listen that, and then write the paragraph using the format we have learned, 5 or 6 lines, and 5 or 6 sentences, sorry, and with your nickname, and then send it to Telegram, okay? For doing this work, we are going to have 7 minutes. Start working, please. Just in case, we're going to listen the audio also through this call if you have some problems perhaps on listening on your phones. Start working, please. We have 7 minutes.
Page 49. Track 27. Conversation 1.
We were out and about and feeling hungry, so then I met up with my brother and we had lunch in town.
How old is your brother?
He's 18.
18? So young.
Yes, but he's getting married in 3 months.
You're joking. And he's only 18? Gosh, I think 18 is way too young to get married. I mean, you don't know what you want when you're 18. You haven't really experienced life. What do you think?
Well, I'm not so sure.
Conversation 2.
When I was your age, things were different. I had to join the military.
Yes, Dad, I know.
You know, in my opinion, military service is a good thing because it teaches you how to be self-sufficient.
But you can't even boil an egg.
Yes, but that's not important. The important thing is young people should learn some discipline. Don't you think so?
Yes, Dad, you're probably right. Dad, can I borrow the car?
All right, you have about 6 minutes for writing your paragraphs. You can choose, if you analyze both conversations, they speak about the same. All right, so feel free of writing about any aspect of what you have listened. 6 minutes. Continue working. Thank you very much for your participation. Let's start checking in order to be ending the class. Um, Reynaldo's work uh, is really good, but let's see some how we can improve it. We can how we can make it better, and that's very important. You do that whenever you end. Everything is perfect. Let's read. It says getting married when you have 18 years old. Okay, remember, in Spanish we use have, tener. Yo tengo 18, yo tengo 20, yo tengo 40. En inglés no puedo utilizar el verbo tener para la edad, siempre utilizo el verbo to be. Entonces sería getting married when you are 18 years old. Y no utilizamos comas, utilizamos puntos. En inglés no se utilizan comas como en español a cada rato. En vez de las comas, pongan puntos. Entonces, 18 years old, punto. It's a very difficult decision because, en este caso está bien la coma, because this decision change your life, punto. For this reason, you need to have experience, you need to have life experience before getting married. Very good. Ahí podemos poner un punto seguido y thus que empiece con letra mayúscula. Thus, I think that you need to have more years because anything has okay, because everything has its time. Perfect. El its time es sin el apóstrofe. ¿Ok? Directamente its time. Good. Very good job. Just those problems of punctuation which are really a minor problem. Good. Congratulations, Reynaldo. Good writing. Do we have others? If you want to, cool. Yeah, for everybody is in that way. In English, we usually don't use commas. That is usually the most common problem in punctuation, the most important difference. And that is because Spanish is really, really, really a grammar language. But English is not a grammar language, it's a order language. So as it is not important grammar, it's not so important grammar in English, most important the order of the words. You don't need to use a lot of commas. Instead, you're going to use periods, different types of periods. Cool. Here we got another one, another example. Also, let's check it. This is Mish's work, and let's see. 18 ages are fundamental for determining your life. Okay, for determining your life with F. Okay, remember, with F is singular, and we only change it with V whenever it is plural. Lives, let's say, but in this case, it's life. When you are 18 years old, you need to be prepared for life in this case, and don't use the da. And this is for everybody, okay? In English, we don't use the article da a lot like in Spanish. In Spanish, we use it a lot because Spanish derives from Latin. In Latin, you have, I guess, 10 las, all right, las, el, la, los, las, those ones. In English, we don't. That's why we don't use. So in this case, it's better if we say need to be prepared for life. Just that. You can join in the military or to the army, in this case, to the army, for being ready to anything good. Some people decide to get married, but they have to consider that is a very important decision. In conclusion, 18s are the best age for deciding what you are going to do in your life. In your life, remember, with F. Excellent, very good job. Fantastic. Remember that whenever we have this is for everybody. Remember that whenever we have a preposition like for, down, about, etc., always the verb is in with ing. Okay, that's why for deciding. Cool. And now let's see the this is Vilma's work. Young people are immature. Oh, great. Usually they don't they don't know what really they want. Yes, that's right. And for this reason, they make, in this case would be they make mistakes. I guess is the best. Not, you don't need to use the s, because remember you use the s only whenever the pronoun is singular. In this case, they is plural. So you don't need to use the s. Okay, so we say they make mistakes. Or also we can use the other verb, commit. They commit mistakes. Uh, Even old people give them advices. Okay, but they don't listen them. Okay. As a result, when we are young, okay, in this case, as a result, as we are younger, we need to use the comparative because we're speaking about a time that it's not now. So I was younger. So we need to say when we are younger, always try to use younger because we cannot say more young, right? So we say younger. Also, remember that you can use older, younger, older. It's up to you. But try to use that comparative. It's really common in these cases. Younger, we don't understand a lot of things. Uh-huh. So we are make so we okay, it's okay if you say we are making mistakes, but we can say we are committing mistakes and learning about them. It's okay, but sounds better learning from them, because usually I learn from the mistakes, but if I analyze the mistake, I can say about them. If I am analyzing, it depends on the context, but the most common, I guess, is from them in this context. Excellent work, very good. Okay, I guess those are the examples. If you want to continue practicing and receive more feedback about your writing, please, in your free time, send your paragraphs, and we're gonna speak about them the day of tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow we're gonna speak about them. So in order to, okay, here we got another one. Great. This is a brand's work, right? Look, more time, young, married are complicated. More time, young, married. Okay, I guess that in here we can use a kind of an idiomatic structure saying more and more young marriage is complicated in that way. More and more young marriage is complicated. Remember that it sounds like better because young people do not have monetary stability. Age of marriage is is different, I guess. Is different between societies with plural, and culture. Um, okay, and culture at the end, I guess, sounds better. And culture at the end is forming a family. In conclusion, marriage, younger marriage is a bad idea. It's a bad idea, I guess. or could be it's a bad idea even for rising children, something like that. But then it's correct. Good, very good job. Great. Just try to, whenever you write, and this is for everybody, try to create simple sentences. Try not to complicate. Get like, for example, I really like the Vilma's work. If you listen, if you read it, it is very simple. The sentences are simple. So if they are simple, it's possible to understand. If you start to try to write something complicated, also you need to know some complicated grammar. And you know that is usually the problem. The idea is that you get understood by people. Cool, very nice. If I guess that somebody else is writing their paragraph, we're waiting. No problem. If you have any question, guys, just let me know. All right. If you feel that your writing is weak, so that you need to practice, I recommend you to start writing. For example, a very nice technique exercise is to make some diaries of the things that you do every day in English, so to start practicing. And that is a very, very nice way of practicing writing, especially. Okay. Well, I guess that that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, if you are still writing your paragraphs, please send them. And we're going to continue speaking about them since tomorrow. Starting today, we're going to start writing more and more, because remember that if you are a good writer, you are a good speaker. So that's why we are going to practice more writing. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest and bye bye.
Thank you, teacher. See you tomorrow.
See you. Bye bye.
See you, teacher. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you.
Tomorrow, teacher.
I'll see you.